Who were Naomi and Ruth? Naomi was a Jewish woman living in the land of Moab. She had a husband and 2 sons. One of her sons was married to Ruth. When both her husband and 2 sons died, Naomi and her 2 daughters-in-law left Moab to return to Naomi's home country of Judah. On the journey, she told the women they should not go with her, but instead return to their families' homes in order to possibly marry again. One daughter-in-law said goodbye, but Ruth loved Naomi and wanted to stay with her and worship God. Ruth replied, "Don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." They traveled to Bethlehem, where Boaz, a relative of Naomi's husband, lived. Hardworking Ruth gathered grain in his barley fields. Back then, a system called gleaning helped poor people survive, because by Israelite law, they were allowed to pick up and take whatever the harvesters dropped. Boaz had heard about Ruth's kindness toward Naomi and how she had left her home country to stay in Judah. He was a kind man and told his workers not to bother Ruth while she was gleaning, and to purposely let good grain fall from their bundles for her to take. Boaz eventually married Ruth, and they had a son named Obed. Obed had a son named Jesse, and Jesse was the father of King David. So Ruth was David's great-grandmother. This is very important because Jesus was born from David's lineage, or family line. Ruth was not Jewish, so on the surface, people might have only seen a poor widow living in a strange land away from her family. Others may have looked down on her, but God overruled her life's events that resulted in His Son Jesus coming from her ancestry. God often includes people in His plans who are considered to be unimportant by human standards. We shouldn't look down on others no matter where they come from or their life circumstances. So, who were Naomi and Ruth? Naomi was the mother-in-law of Ruth, who was a kind Moabite woman who left her home to take care of Naomi and worship God. Ruth gleaned in Boaz's fields, and they eventually married and had a son. Our Lord Jesus was a descendant from their family line. Do you have a question you want us to answer? Visit ChristianQuestions.com to submit a question of your own. Be sure to click the blue microphone to subscribe and get updates on new videos.